Hey everybody, today a group of 4 people, including me, are going to show you something very, very important. But first, let me ask you something. How much cubic yards of dirt will you need to fill this planter?
Guess what? If you're not sure how to find the cubic yards of the dirt, well, today's your lucky day.
Why do you say that, Karina?
Well, Jesse, today we're going to teach them how to find what you have been blabbing about. How much cubic yards of dirt will you find the planter?
Thanks to the brains of the team, Matthew will give you a demonstration of how it's done.
Well, thank you guys. You shouldn't have. This will only take a minute.
Get it done!
Hi guys, so today what we're going to be doing is finding the volume of the planter. What we're first going to need to do is find the area of the top of the planter and multiply it by the height. Now to do that, you're going to need to find the length of each side of the planter. Once you measure each side of the planter, I will show you how to split it up. Now what you're going to need to do is split it up into 2 rectangles and 1 triangle. If this is what your planter looks like, you will have to go like this. You'll split up into a rectangle like that, and then you have your 2 rectangles and your 1 triangle. Now what we're going to be doing is finding the volume of this rectangle and this triangle and adding them together and multiplying it by the height to get the volume. Simple as that. Now, to find the volume of the rectangles, you're going to need to get the lengths of them first, and the triangle. So what you're going to need to do, to find the length of the blue side, the smaller rectangle, you're going to need to subtract this side of the planter minus this side of the planter to get that side. Now, to get this side, this is just the side of the planter, so you're already going to have that, so you don't need it. And this side you will already have. So this one, you will already have the sides of. Now to get this side of the triangle, you do not have it. So what you're going to need to do is subtract this red side by this red side to get this pink side. Now you have all the sides of the triangle. Now there's only one side you do not have, which is this side. That side is not needed because that is not necessary to find the area of the triangle. Now, how do we find the area of the rectangle and the triangle? What we're going to need to do is multiply the base times the height. Now that is just to get to the rectangle. So you're going to multiply the base times the height to get to the area of it. Now to get the area of the triangle, you're going to multiply a half base times the height. Simple as that. Now once we have our lengths, now we can multiply them. 341 and 19.75. You would multiply that, and once you multiply that, I will pull out my calculator and we will see what we get. 341 times 19 times 0.25, and you get 6,734. So you are just going to have to write that down. 6,734.75. And there you have it. You have the area of one side of your planter. Now you're going to do this with the triangle and the rectangle. And then once you have all the areas of the rectangles and the triangles, you're going to have to add them together. Now once you add them together, this is the number you're going to get. And now you have the area of the whole planter. Now once you have the area of the planter, you're going to need to measure the height of the planter. Think about it as little slivers of just the area, and that is finding the height, as you can see here. So once you have the top of the planter And the height of the planter, you will multiply these together. Volume equals base times the height. So you'll multiply this number by this number and you will get this number. And this is the whole volume in inches of the planter. Now, moving on. So now you have the volume in inches, but most people don't use inches, they use yards. So what you'll want to do is you're going to take that final number, which is, let me scroll over. Let me do it. It's 21.625 times 58547.5675. So you have 1,266,000, and there you have that. So that is the volume, as I have already told you. Then you're going to want to put it over, you're going to divide it, this sign means divided by 36 cubed. And you will plug that in your calculator, and you will get the final answer is 27.13. And that is the volume in yards of your planter. And that is how you find the volume of your planter. It is as easy as that. Now I'll take it back to Caitlin and Jesse.
Well, now we know how many cubic yards of dirt we need to get. But wait, there's something missing.
Well, duh, Jesse. What you forgot to say is where are we going to get the dirt and how much it is? Because I sure don't want to waste a ton of money.
Well, how are we gonna find that, huh?
Thanks, Jesse and Kaylin. Today I'm going to compare the prices of American topsoil with Serena Creek soil to see which one is the cheapest. First, we're going to find out the price for American topsoil. First, I'm going to show you an equation to figure out the prices for both of them. Okay, to find 1 cube yard of soil, you have to add the price plus the tax plus the delivery fee. So, from Matthew's previous work, you know that we have 27 yards cubed dirt. So, what we would have to do is substitute the 1 yard dirt for the 27 yard dirt. And then we would also have to multiply 27 by the price and the tax. You wouldn't have to deal with the delivery fee because the delivery fee stays the same. So if you drew the equation with the 27 acting as a substitute as a 1 yard cube, it would look like this. So for American topsoil, the price equals $27. In this case, it has tax included, so you don't have to worry about the tax in this case. And the delivery fee $50. So now all you would have to do is sub that in to the previous equation. So 27 yards cubed equals 27 times 27 plus 50. Yeah, we already know that this has tax included, and this is the delivery fee. So 27 times 27 would equal 729. Now all you would have to do is add 729 with 50, and that would equal $779. And that's your price for American topsoil. Now to find the price for Sabrina Creek soil. First, the price is $13.49. And this doesn't have tax included. So, tax not included. So, to find the tax, you would have to multiply the tax rate, which in this case would be 0.08, by the price. The price after you put it into your formula. And the delivery fee is $55. So now to plug that into your formula. So 27 yards squared equals 27 times 13.49 plus 0.08 of 27 times 13.49 and parentheses plus 55. So I know this might look kind of complicated, but let's just break this down. So, and once we find this, we can just substitute that for this. So first, we'll start with this part. So 27 times 13.49 equals 364.23. Okay, so now, like I said before, we would sub that in right here. So it would be 0.08 times 364.23, and that would equal 29.1384. Now at the very end we're going to round it, so don't worry about that right now. And the delivery fee stays the same. So that still equals $55. Okay, now let's put that all in one equation. So 364.23 plus 29.1384 plus 55, and that would equal 448.364. And since we're talking about money, you can get rid of these last two numbers and bring this number up, because we rounded it to the nearest hundredth. So the real price would be 448.37. Okay, so now we can go to compare the prices. So, American topsoil costs you $779, while Serena Creek soil costs you $448.37. So obviously you can see that Serena Creek is the winner. Yeah. And if you subtract 779 by 448.34, let's give it all money, then you would save a total of $330.63. So yeah, Serena Creek soil wins.
This right here was a real deal. Hopefully in the future, if you're having trouble with this, remember this video.
Don't forget, your life will be a lot easier.
Why you say that?
Well, Jesse, today we're going to teach...
Blooper!
Today we are going to teach them how to find what you need. You guys don't want to waste a ton of dirt.
Hey, today 4 group of people are gonna but oh my god.
Don't worry. Don't...